Colts got the win, and now we're trying to close that gap in the AFC South, guys. I want to get your thoughts here on this offense because they put up over 500 yards tonight, JJ.
My goodness. And I'm telling you, if you're going to be able to run the football the way you run the football with Jonathan Taylor and Hines, it is going to be tough to beat the Indianapolis Colts. We know they're going to create turnovers on defense. We know they're going to play solid defense. If they can have this run game do what they did tonight and have Carson Wentz be able to play action pass and pick these secondaries apart, they are going to be one of those teams that makes it in the playoffs and a team that don't nobody want to see, because if they have Jonathan Taylor and Hines running downhill at them all game long, I mean, the boy is about to lead the league in rushing with King Henry being out. He showed that tonight that he's a premier back. If they can continue to add to this run game, and they didn't even have all their starting linemen in the game, but if they can continue to add to this run game with Carson Wentz back there, play action pass, this is going to be a scary, scary, scary team down the road.
Yeah, JJ, this is the type of offense that is repeatable. So if you go week to week to week, you don't have to worry about making big plays and big throws every time. It just carries on and gets better as the weather changes and you go into these hostile environments. You just hand the ball off behind this massive offensive line. Quentin Nelson, obviously Taylor getting going, and Hines. I mean, the sky's the limit, really, when you look at this, because the defense is starting to play well. I mean, the punch and the ability to take the football away, that's also a key for teams that can win and can be scary in the playoffs, 100%. Is an opportunistic type of defense, and they're starting to become that. So, you know, you make a couple plays in the passing game, but Carson's got the ability to kind of extend the play also. You know, you heard Taylor talk about that after the game. He can get out of pocket. He can make plays. What I liked is when he was running today, he covered the ball up with two hands. He was smart with it. He didn't make any of those just forced throws down the field where he's just hoping for really a pass interference call. Let's play cleaner, and that's what I loved about Carson. He played a clean football game. You know, you can't just say, you can't go out and handpick the opponents that you play. You play the Jets. You're supposed to win the game.
Right.
But it was the way that they won the game. I know it finished off and they gave up some touchdowns at the end, but the way Carson played and approached this game, I loved. I think you can go forward from here.
Don't laugh at me, JJ. We're going to continue this conversation. As for the Jets, Josh Johnson, I mean, down the stretch there, you talked about it, David. He got into a two-score game. Could things have been different if Mike White didn't get hurt?
Absolutely. When they're sitting there at 7-7, it would have been a shootout. It would have been something to watch. I mean, obviously the Colts put 45 on. Johnson came back, scored some touchdowns late. But you got to think about it. Josh he didn't take a snap all week. I've been in that situation on both sides, starting and then backing up. You don't get snaps. JJ knows this. Yeah. The backup quarterback's not in the game. So for him to come in, it took him a little while to get going. But you could see they had plays. They had an effective offense once they got going. I think it would have been completely different. Mike White was playing some good football. It was early, but he threw a nice touchdown, and he was doing the things I saw him do last week, ripping through progressions, had a real comfort level. Get the ball out of your hand, have positive plays happen for you. Unfortunately, he got hurt. We didn't get to see it, but he's going to be good. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, man, Bay Area stand up. Josh Johnson, he's been a journeyman, but when he gets his chance, he gets in there and he makes plays. But I don't think this would have been any different if my man White didn't get hurt. And the reason why I say that is because he can't tackle, and he is not on defense. We've seen these running backs coming downhill at this Jets defense that they could not stop. I mean, it might have been, the same score. He might have made some plays late in the game, but it was just too much Colts tonight, too much run game, too much Taylor, too much Hines. It was just too much. White can't tackle. He got hurt. Yeah, he might have been able to make it a game and keep it a little close for a little bit, but the Colts is going to run away with this one the way they was running the football tonight. So I don't think it would have been any closer, but hey, credit to Josh Johnson coming in the game ready, because like you said, DC, he don't get no work. And you come in, your number is called, and you got to go out there and make some plays, and he did his job. He made the most of his opportunities tonight.
He did.
You saw how upset he was at the end of the game when that one, he got picked off at the end. And obviously, I thought that Mike White was going to be a difference. I guess we'll never know, James. This is what I get for trying to pick upsets like my boy JJ. I revoked my own upset alert abilities moving forward. All right, let's take a look at the AFC playoff picture. The game not making a huge impact on the overall pictures, right? Titans are still the 1 seed there. Raiders close behind them, David. We love to see it. Now, over in the NFC playoff picture, Green Bay and Arizona, the 1 and 2 seeds respectively, both at 7-1. That could maybe shift a little bit this weekend, and that gets us to our TA game of the week. It is Packers-Chiefs, fellas. Okay, so quick recap for everyone. in case you forgot, Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID. He is out this week. Jordan Love, the former first-round pick, he is in, and obviously he would love to beat the Chiefs in his first NFL start. David, how can he?
You know, I don't think that you're going to see much of a physical drop-off. I know that JJ loves Aaron, and I think Aaron's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play, but physically, Jordan can do a lot of the same things. He doesn't have the experience, the ability with it's 40 seconds left. You pretty much know he's going to go win the game. Like that thing, that I get. But I think what is nice about this offense, I think when JJ was playing with the Packers, it would have been harder to step in for an Aaron Rodgers because it was really all on those guys and their chemistry. Now I think what LaFleur has done is they got the running game going a little bit. They can play action pass. Think about what Aaron Jones has. I mean, the guy's second only to Derrick Henry in touchdowns in like the last 3 years. So they can score without having to just rely on Aaron Rodgers' arm or Jordan Love's arm in this case. So, and the Chiefs aren't very good on defense. I mean, at this point right now, they have a real opportunity to at least try to match them. So if they can get some turnovers, why can't they win this football game, you know?
I know we focus a lot on the QBs here in Green Bay, but JJ, can the Packers defense do enough to make up for the absence of AR-12?
Well, MJ, just like me and DC know, this is a copycat league. That's what this league is. Yep. People watch film and they copycat on how to stop people, on how to gain yards, on how to get open. And the last couple weeks, the Titans, the Giants, they have slowed this offense down because they are keeping everything in front of them. It's a copycat league. We're going to rush 4, we're going to drop 7, and we're going to keep everything in front, limited the explosive plays to Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. We are going to force the Kansas City Chiefs to go 15-play drives. That's how defensive coordinators are entering the game now. We are going to force them to go 15, 16-play drives if they want to score touchdowns. We are not giving up the explosive plays. So if the Packers come out and do exactly what they did to Kyler Murray, and they come out there and don't give up the explosive play, keep Pat Mahomes in the pocket, let him nickel and dime you. If he want to eat the clock up and he want to have 16-play drives, then so be it. But do not give up the explosive play. And if they do that, I think the Packers will create some turnovers. I think they'll get the ball back to Jordan Love on some short fields and have him in some situations to make some plays. But I think this defense is ready to go. They've been playing at a high level the last couple of weeks, getting better and better each week. I think they're going to slow the Chiefs down strictly off of the last 2 games the Chiefs played with the film that's out there.
Yeah.
All right, we are, of course, going to pick this game. But before we do, the only thing I love more than game picks is a dead giveaway. And this is how our boy, James Jones, showed up to the TNF post-game production meeting. I mean, we're in the middle of a discussion, in pops JJ on the Zoom, okay, tell us how you really feel, right, James? With that being said, who wins this one, James Jones?
Well, you know, I don't really know who I'm going to go with, man.
Here we go.
My baby's still right here. You know what I'm saying?
Around the house?
But, hey, I am going to love watching this game. I am going to love watching this game. I got the Packers in this one. AR-12 is out. I still think the Packers find a way to get this one done. I think Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur are going to put together a good game plan for him to go out there and be successful. But the defense will step up, get some takeaways. The Packers win a close one, a tough one, but they find a way to get it done.
Okay.
He's almost convinced me, MJ.
Ooh.
I mean, really almost. But I can't do it because 12's not. Aaron Rodgers is not out there. I love Jordan Love. He's going to be a fine player. And you're dead on with as far as the Kansas City offense just turning the football over too much and the game plan that's out there for him. So I'm almost there, dude. I'm like right on the border, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. The Chiefs are they're just gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way to score. And I don't think Jordan at this point is able to keep up with him if they don't turn the football over. If they do what he said and they play the same game plan we've seen the last couple weeks and Kansas City is just reluctant to go 15-play drives, they got a chance, but it's still Kansas City for me.
All right. Well, listen. Here's the main reason why I know that JJ showed up in full Packers regalia for the production meeting, because we went through a whole text message thread about picking the Packers, and I was going to pick the Packers. But I'm just giving the Chiefs a smidgen of grace here. If their defense can't figure out how to shake up Jordan Love in this situation, right? They have an opportunity here, and their offense can't figure out how